Hi everybody, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Ernest Tarot and your daily reading. Here with me, I have the Golden Tarot. We're going to be picking 3 cards and then we're going to clarify them with the magical messages from the fairies. And then we're going to pick one advice card from the Life Purpose Oracle cards. So while I'm shuffling the cards, I want you to think about a topic, a situation, a person, whatever's going on in your mind, so we can have a reading about that resonates with you. Let's see what is the energy for you as you are tuning in to this reading. Let's see. The Moon. Beautiful card. Beautiful card. And don't forget that we have a full moon in Sagittarius tomorrow, and maybe in some countries it's already in motion there. And so this is very fitting as an energy. The moon talks always about an energy where our dreams become prominent. So you might be dreaming a lot of dreams. You're going to wake up and remember a lot of them. They're going to feel vivid. They're going to feel real. So if you have a journal, maybe you can write down some of the things that you remember. Don't forget that dreams are your mind's way and your subconscious to work certain issues, but also sometimes they can hold meaning, right? That you can see fit for your life. And sometimes, whenever you do remember, it's good to write them down in order for you to consciously, decipher what's going on and what sort of issues have been already dealt with, right? The moon card also talks about Cancer, and we are already in soon, like a lot of planets just moved to Cancer, like Jupiter and Mercury and other planets too, right? So this is starting to seep into the readings, this whole Cancer moon energy, right? This soft energy, love, family, bond, being soft spoken. All right. And the moon card, right, talks about nighttime. So this is a great time to find the creative spark at night, to work late, to write, to create things, all in the realms of the late hours of the night. The moon card also talks about things coming to the surface that were in the dark, right? Because when we have a full moon, sometimes it illuminates things. So this could be talking about some truth in your life, some secrets that will finally, start appearing to the surface, right? So you might discover a couple of things. If we notice in the card here, there's also this, you see that one here, there? Yeah. This looks like a Scorpio / shrimp. And this is the Cancer right there, right? And there's like all these animals. And so yeah, before we delve further into this was number 18, by the way. 1 + 8 = 9. So this is an activation of the number 9, an end of a cycle, and the activation of your 9th house as well. So this is things related to traveling, higher learning. This could be talking about second marriages for some. This could be talking about also dealing with foreign lands and foreign cultures, and also remote relationships across the oceans, things like that, things of like sometimes Jupiterian nature. All right, so let's pick the second card to understand a little bit how this energy is evolving, right? Let's see. Beautiful energy. Nice. So you've got the Two of Swords upright. And the Two of Swords talks about an energy where you are sitting there, right? In the middle of the night, meditating and thinking, right? This is like stillness. You're just sitting, and you can tell, and one can tell by looking at this card, that someone feels a little bit weighed down by their thoughts, right? Like look at their posture. Their posture isn't like straight up. So they really feel like they are weighed down by the thoughts. So you might be overthinking at night. You might be overdoing it in that department. So usually a good solution for that would be to disconnect, to channel your energy into creative energy, like I said, right? You can write, you can paint, you can dance, you can listen to music. If you're not crafty with your hands, you can just engage in digital art. If you're not good with digital, you can cook, right? You can do anything. You can redecorate your home, whatever that is. You can channel that energy into creative things in order for you to disconnect, right? To tap into that intuition, creative energy, and it helps you disconnect from an overworked mind. Not only that, I see you here, like with the Two of Swords, really entertaining in your brain or in your mind two options or two choices that are ahead of you, but it's like both of them don't fulfill you. Both of them don't satisfy you, at least the way you see them, right? So you're like sitting here wondering, like, I can do A and I can do B. I can go for option A or I can go for option B. I can choose to do A, I can choose to do B, etc. And both of them don't feel like they're the right choice for you. Because look at her, like she's not really happy about all of that, right? And so yeah, this is telling you like let's just like sit between you and your feelings, right? And you and your thoughts, but remember to not overthink, not go into overdrive, into anxious energy, into restless energy, hence the moon energy. Now let's see how all of this energy is progressing, right? How is it progressing? Whoa, you have the devil. Crazy. Okay. And the devil energy, right? This is the art here. And the devil energy is an energy that talks about you being obsessed about something, fixated, right? This is fixed energy. This is being so drowning in your thoughts that it's like you're not able to escape that cycle. You're not able to break the chain. You're not able to. This is addiction, right? Literally, it's just like when we're addicted to substances. Right? We are addicted to something here, to maybe juggling these ideas. If we're gonna look at numbers, by the way, this was number 9. We talked about like the ninth house and the end of a cycle. This was number 2. So this talks about partnerships, right? Or money as well, and sense of value. And this one, number 15, it becomes a 6, and 6 is the number of health. So this could be pertaining to your health, certain addiction related to health, bad habits, right? That affects your health, and that can also affect your work. So maybe you are workaholic, maybe you have bad habits that affect your work as well, stuff like that. And if we combine all of them, if we combine number 9 with number 2, that's 11. 11 is a 2, 2 and 6 is an 8, and 8 is a number of transformation, of death and rebirth, of institutions, of loans, of debts, of inheritances, of karmic transformation, or deep tantric sex, like so many things, and it touches on so many subjects. All in all, you can apply this to your situation, right? The whole idea is, if I look at this reading like that, is that you're very pensive lately, you're juggling ideas, you're feeling a little bit anxious and restless. None of the options in front of you feel like they are viable options. Channel that into creative energy, like we said. Wait, because soon the moon will illuminate a better option, right? Most importantly is not to be dragged down the gutter by the devil's energy, right? By entertaining ideas that you inherently know they're bad for you. It's like you have become so comfortable living something that is uncomfortable, if that makes sense. And that's really bad for you, right? You gotta break the chains. So let me understand a little bit more context about these things with the magical messages from the fairy oracle cards. Let's see, what do we have here? If we can look further into the energy of the moon. Emotional healing, beautiful. As your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. I love that card that it came with the moon, because this is saying that, through your dreams, like we said, through also certain truth in your life, that there will be light shined upon them, which means they will surface secrets, things that are shared with you, illusions, delusions, uncovered, all of that. And the moon is Cancer, and it's your feelings, right? It's nurturing yourself, it's loving yourself and taking care of yourself. And this is saying that you're really going to experience emotional healing because it's upright. And it says that you're gonna let go finally of old emotional pain, right? From previous relationships, from old baggage. And because you're gonna be able to let go of that, you will be able to receive new blessings and love. And if you didn't, then this is your answer. That's what you need to do. You need to let go of old baggage, right? That it could be childhood trauma, it could be negative beliefs that you carry with you from your family or from your friends. It could be, excuse me, messed up relationship. See, like my throat chakra is blocking up. This means something needs to be communicated between you and yourself. Sorry. Whoa. So there's that like emotional healing that's needed, right? In order for you to be able to open your heart again towards love. And so I salute you. It takes a lot of courage and a lot of bravery to do that. So I want you to go ahead with it. Now we're going to be picking a second card to clarify that Two of Swords energy, where you're entertaining ideas that don't feel good for you. We have Summer, beautiful, upright. I'm loving the clarifying energy. Everything is upright, by the way. That means even the stuff that you would deem negative they're just like, they're meant to happen. And so you get the Summer card saying that everything that you're asking for becomes yours in the summertime. Oh my God, what a beautiful message. See, that's why I was saying with the Two of Swords to wait. The things that you're entertaining in these 2 weeks, right? Or these two options that you're currently entertaining, they are not right for you. And that's why when you think about each one of them, you don't get happy, right? Because better things are happening, are coming for you. The thing is, they're happening in summer, right? So that means they're happening end of June, after 21st June on the solstice, and then July and August, right? Oh my God, amazing energy. And if you look at that, up to the beginning of September as well. And if you look at that, right, you needed that to happen. You needed this moon. You needed that alone time. You needed these secrets to uncover. You needed these truths to hit your way. You needed your dreams to work their magic. You needed to also cleanse yourself of emotional baggage. You needed to self-nurture. You needed that catharsis. With the full moon, there's a catharsis. That means we can cry our feelings. We can eat our feelings. We can, like, I'm not talking about what's healthy and what's not healthy there. What I'm just trying to say is like somehow you're gonna take them out of you. You're gonna let them go. And that's how you will emotionally heal. And then you'll be able to receive new blessings and love. And these blessings and love are going to come in summer for you. That's why it's okay if right now you feel like you're sitting between two options that you don't like, because these are 2 weeks, these two options, these two things, these two ideas, they're not meant for you. What's meant for you is coming in summer. Look at it, how beautiful. Emotional healing. As your heart heals of all emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love, and everything that you're asking for becomes yours in the summertime, both upright. How gorgeous. Now, let's pick a card for the devil's energy, right? That devil that's trying to drag you down. Maybe the bad habits are that overthinking. We'll see. What are those addictions? How can you come out of them? By the way, when we were talking about the houses, right? We were talking about 9, so that's emotional healing when it comes to things related to foreign affairs, foreign lands, philosophical debates, higher learning. So maybe you want to pursue some sort of like higher learning degree, but you had a traumatizing experience in college or whatever, so you're going to be able to let go and let go of your fears and then embrace that new course, right? That new degree. This could be talking about old baggage from like previous failed travels or visas or whatever, and now finally you're gonna take that step and you're gonna travel and you're gonna move to another country. Or this could be talking about anything, right, related to the ninth house. And here again in summer, this is what I love. It's about a relationship, right? Couples. Or this could also be talking about value and money. So everything that you want is going to become yours in summertime. Lots of money, honey. And also someone seeing your value or you valuing yourself in something. Beautiful. So let's go back. We were talking about the devil here, which was like number 15. That's 6. That's health. That's pets. That's work and daily routine. And we're talking about these addiction or bad habits, how they're affecting all of that. And so with it, we have, right? Very fitting, by the way. You got the your wish is granted card in reverse. What you've asked for is coming true. And you got that in reverse. That means the only thing that is standing in the way of your wish is yourself. That's the devil. The devil is yourself, is when you work against yourself, is when we adopt these bad habits that take us away from what we want, is when we allow our fears and our addictions and our obsessions and our fixations to take us away from our goal, from that person, from that dream life, from that want, instead of getting us closer. So you need to release all those fears. You need to be bold and courageous. You need to break the chains here and escape hell, right? You need to not allow your fears to keep you in that uncomfortable zone where you became so comfortable. You became comfortable in your misery. Maybe you think you don't deserve love. Maybe you think you don't deserve money. Maybe you think you don't deserve good health. Maybe you think you deserve shitty jobs. Maybe you think you deserve to be treated like shit. Whatever that is, all you need to do is believe that no, you deserve better. Believe in yourself, have faith, break that energy, and then your wish shall be granted. 1 second, I need to deal with something here. Excuse me. That whole wish coming true, that whole devil thing was so powerful. There was this electricity power shift. Right, so let's go back to that. Beautiful reading. We still have one card. I'm going to be picking it from the Life Purpose Oracle cards. And so let's see. This could be an overall arching energy for the reading or an advice. Let's see what this is all about. Remember, emotional healing first, and let go of the past. You will receive new blessing of love. It's fine if you're confused now and entertaining ideas and thoughts that you don't like, and that's why you're not taking any of them, because you don't like them. And because you know that in summer, everything that you're asking for becomes yours in the summertime, right? And your wish will be granted, but first you gotta leave the fears behind. And so let's see what this is all about. Oh my God, beautiful, beautiful message. Again, with the anxiety. Talk to your angels. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. And this is literally telling you that if you feel weak, sometimes, if you feel that you need support, if you feel that you need guidance, if you feel that whatever that is, right? Don't hesitate to talk to God, to the angels, to the one, to whatever you believe in, right? Anyone, anything, any entity. Just there's a power in talking to the divine, because it allows us to tame our fears, the devil, right? Our anxieties, our insecurities, our conditioning, all of that, because talking to the angels or to the divine guidance or to the universe or to God or to the one or to the spirit, all of that, it allows us to have faith and to believe, right, in a higher power. And that calms the mind. And once you do calm the mind, that's how your wish is granted. And then you'll get your summer. Beautiful. You couldn't ask for better. You couldn't ask for better. Amazing. Lots of love.